Hello, Bolivar friends. I'm here to read to you today from L. Ray Jakes is a Rock Star by Sally Warner. I'm going to read chapter 11, and it's called Emma and Annie Pat. It is Wednesday, and it is raining hard again, so Mom is driving me to school. Alfie sits next to me in the back seat, and she won't stop yapping. Suzette says we're going to have a Valentine's Day party in daycare, she's telling me. That's in just 2 more days. Suzette says we're going to have pink cupcakes, and I'm making Sparky his very own Valentine's Day. Suzette Monahan came over for a play date once, and she has to be the bossiest 4-year-old kid in the world. She even tried to boss my mom around about the snack they were going to have. Suzette is like Cynthia and Jared combined. She's such a pain, but Alfie thinks she's great. When they're not fighting, that is. And like I said before, Sparky is the daycare hamster. I think he ought to get a medal, not just a Valentine. I'm putting a hamster food heart in the card so he can eat it, Alfie says. That's a good idea, I say, staring out the car window at the wet cars, the wet street, the wet sidewalks, the wet everything. This dark and gloomy day matches my mood perfectly because how am I going to get my dad's crystals back? I hate even asking someone to lend me an eraser, much less give me back a present I gave them. In fact, this is a whole new experience for me. I am beginning to hate new experiences. You're not paying attention to me, Alfie complains. Mom, she calls out, interrupting my mother's important driving concentration. Make Alway pay attention. I can't do that, sweetie, Mom says, signaling to turn left. But if you say something really, really interesting, I'm sure he will pay attention. This shuts Alfie up for a few blocks. I guess she's trying to think of something awesome to say, so I take advantage of the unusual calm to remind myself of who has which crystal. 1. Annie Pat has the red garnet. 2. Cynthia has the pale blue tourmaline. 3. Emma has the blue-green aquamarine. 4. Kevin has the golden topaz. 5. Jared has the gray smoky quartz. 6. And Ms. Sanchez has the Herkimer diamond, which isn't really a diamond, even though it looks like one and is bigger than her engagement ring. Way bigger. How am I going to get them back ever, much less by tomorrow afternoon? But I have to, or else my dad will march into my classroom on Friday morning and embarrass me more than I've ever been embarrassed in my life. We're here, Mom tells me. No, wait, Alfie says, grabbing my sleeve. I almost thought of something interesting to say. Tell me after school, I say, flipping the hood of my yellow rain jacket over my head. Good luck today, honey, Mom says, catching my eye in her rearview mirror. She knows everything, of course, but she loves me anyway. That's Mom's for you. Thanks, I tell her, opening the car door, because I'm gonna need it. Oak Glen Primary School was built with sunny days in mind, in my opinion, and it's usually sunny in Oak Glen, California. But when it rains, things get a little weird. For example, kids jam together in the hallways before class instead of going out to the playground or the fenced-in yard, and everyone smells wet and yells. Then, during nutrition break, we have to eat our snacks in class when it rains. But we can't spill even a crumb or the mice will come back and Ms. Sanchez will freak again like she did that famous time. Also, at lunch on a rainy day, everyone has to crowd into the cafeteria instead of eating outside. Even the kids who bring their own lunch, like me and most of my friends, because you get to play longer when you bring your lunch. And during afternoon recess on a rainy day, Ms. Sanchez either plays games with us like 20 questions or Simon Says, or if we get too squirrely, as she puts it, she marches us up and down the stairs for exercise with our mouths pretend zipped shut. Meanwhile, the real squirrels get to play outside in the rain, and it doesn't do them any harm, but nobody thinks of that, do they? So basically, rainy days are no fun at Oak Glen, and today, Wednesday, will be the worst one in history. I look around for Kevin or Corey, so I'll have someone to yell with at least. Al Ray, Emma calls out from down the crowded hall, and she and Annie Pat make their way toward me. Hi, I say, wondering why Emma wants to talk to me so early. Or at all. I sneak a look around, but no one is watching, so at least that's okay. Thanks again for the aquamarine, she says when she gets to me. Yeah, Annie Pat chimes in, and thanks for the garnet. I showed it to my baby brother Murphy, and he almost tried to eat it, like it was hard red jello, but I didn't let him. That's good, I mumble. What? That's good, I repeat. Listen, I say, grabbing the chance, I'm really glad you like those crystals and everything, but I gotta get him back. It's an emergency, I add, thinking this might make things more convincing. What kind of emergency? Emma asks, her eyes wide. Are they dangerous? Not exactly, I say slowly, wishing I could say all crystals were dangerous. Radioactive, maybe, whatever that means. I know it's something bad. Well, how come then? Annie Pat asks. She's not mad or anything, she's just asking, and that gives me courage. Turns out they were my dad's, I say in a go-figure kind of way, like it was a major surprise to me, and he decided he needs them back right away for important science research reasons, I add, because science is what Emma and Annie Pat like best. But I already put mine in my aquarium, Annie Pat says, her red pigtails drooping with disappointment, so the tetras won't be bored all day. Emma frowns, and she plays with a piece of her curly hair. And I was going to give mine to my mom for Valentine's Day, she tells me. She'd probably like a candy bar instead, I say. A big one, something chocolate. I'll pay for half of it. And I'll make something else for your fish to look at, I tell Annie Pat, as wet kids push and shove around us. Like a Lego castle, maybe. This is really important, you guys. Can you bring the crystals to school tomorrow? I guess, Annie Pat says sadly, looking as if she'd rather not. Okay, Emma says, but we'd better go or Ms. Sanchez will yell at us. Our teacher doesn't yell, but I know what Emma means. So let's go, I say, and I cross Emma and Annie Pat off my invisible list of names. 2 down, 4 to go.